Welcome back, guys. Today we'll be making Wanmin's restaurant's boiled fish from Genshin Impact. It's basically exactly like the suizuyu boiled fish dish that comes from Sichuan, China. Let's get right into it. Starting off, we'll be scoring the fish on both sides. This will help the fish cook much quicker while it's boiling. You don't want it to overcook then, because the fish would become super dry and tough. It'll also taste kind of like canned tuna if you overcook it. Not the best. What we're looking for is something a little bit more tender and with nice bite, and not dry and mushy. After we've done scoring the fish, we'll be transferring that to a bowl for the marinade. For the marinade, we'll be adding cornstarch, white pepper, salt, and rice wine. We'll let that sit for a few minutes while we prepare the other ingredients. In this, I've also filleted another fish that I've cut up into little slices that we'll be adding also into the marinade to give it two different types of textures. For the shiitake mushrooms, I'll be scoring them all with a X shape across them. This is purely just for aesthetic reasons, so feel free to skip it if you'd like. I use dried shiitake mushrooms, so I'll be adding them back into the water that I soaked them in while we prepare the other ingredients. Next up, we'll be cooking up our spices in oil. Make sure to cook it at medium heat and not overdo it. The spices can easily burn, so keep an eye out. Feel free to adjust the ratios of the spices, because sometimes they can be a little bit spicy. And to the oil, we'll be adding cinnamon sticks, star anise, Sichuan peppercorns, and dried chilies. Let them sit in the oil for roughly 5 to 10 minutes. You'll notice the chili is starting to take on the redder form as it cooks. Once that's done, transfer it into a bowl. We'll be using that later. This combination is also super versatile. You're able to use this in a variety of different dishes. You can also just use the oil itself to give it a more enhanced flavors for your other recipes and the like. You're also able to store it in a jar almost indefinitely. For the next step, you'll be the classic scallion, ginger and garlic. Add a generous amount of oil and let's get these ingredients to sing. Every time I smell this combination, hot damn, every time I smell this combination I get excited. Woo! After a few seconds, we'll be adding a little chili bean paste. Just 1 tablespoon. Anyone that has Taiwanese beef noodle soup will know what's up. Following from that, we'll be adding a little bit more spice with some chili powder. Stir them all together and cook it for a few more minutes. The same with the chili oil. Feel free to adjust the spice ratio to your liking. I'm hinting at adding a little bit more spice. I like significantly a bit more spice. After you cooked it for a few minutes, it's time to add in this chicken stock. You're also able to use other stock. I just had chicken stock on hand. Following that, we'll be adding the shiitake mushroom along the water that it's been soaking in. Give that a little bit of a stir, because we'll be adding in the chili oil and spices next. After that, you'll want to cook the broth for roughly 10 minutes, mainly for the shiitake mushroom, since they can take quite a while to cook. After the 10 minutes is up, it's time to add your fish. This part will be super quick, so be on your toes. We'll be cooking the fish for roughly 1 to 2 minutes, the whole fish going in first. And after the 1 to 2 minutes, we'll be adding the little cut up pieces. Main reason why we're adding the big fish first is because it takes a little bit longer. As for the little cut up pieces, they also take roughly 1 to 2 minutes. So we'll be adding that right at the end and give it a quick toss and you'll be ready to go. And there you have it, my fellow weebs. Enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.